Hey y'all, tis me. It's the last reading I deleted because it was probably a little too hard for most people to understand and just really kind of harsh because, you know, myself and others have seen very bad things happening, but some truths are just too hard for some people to ingest. So I deleted it. It's still in my YouTube as private. If you want to see it, you can always ask me. But I deleted it because it's probably a little too harsh. It's whatever. But I asked for another message for the collective. And since I don't watch the news, but I do pay attention to some major things going on in the world. And there's a lot of bullshit going on. And I'm sorry. I have to say, as a member of the LGBT from my day community, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of bullshit going on. I'm sorry there's just male and female, that's just whatever. I'm sick of this bullshit going around, people trying to indoctrinate children, and the Florida law is not about gay. It's about teaching this to kindergartners through 3rd grade. So you people like, I stand for gay, blah blah blah. Fuck you. Because this has nothing to do with gay. This has to do with indoctrinating children to this bullshit. So, fuck you. But anyways, on with the reading. I asked for a message for the collective. Now, alright. Now I used my cat's oracle cards with Healing Yourself reading cards, and we have Friendly, which I've never seen a snowshoe. I do not know what kind of breed that is, but we have it with Love. Now, as you can see, you have 2 cats here with, a background that is light and airy and just, it's not blocked and caged in, although it is a window, but it doesn't feel like a cage. You have these 2 cats, obviously a male and a female, woman and man, only 2 genders there are. And then you have Love, woman and man. I know there's a lot going on with this leftist bullshit, but there are only 2 genders. There's male and female. There is masculine and feminine energy, which either gender can hold. But there are only 2 genders. Sorry to break it to you. But I'm a human being. And yes, it is hard for me to turn the other cheek. I will never be a person that can just turn the other cheek and take some bullshit. And I know a lot of spiritual teachers are like, just turn the other cheek, love and light, blah, blah, blah. But there are different levels of spiritual warriors light workers, whatever. I'm the warrior type. I'm never going to take bullshit. But as this reading says, you have to take care with what is going on. And with specifically what this leftist bullshit is trying to bring into our lives, with no offense to, you can never call me any kind of phobic, but there's some very confused people out there and they're trying to indoctrinate your children. Well, as much as I hate to say it, these cards are saying to show these people love. It's in my nature to fight. It's in my nature to defy any type of authority. But these are telling you to be friendly and to spread love and to accept. But they're also saying there are only two genders, male and female. If you consider yourself non-binary, you're a very confused person. And actually all of the people that I have ever seen that considers themselves non-binary have been indoctrinated by this bullshit and are very confused in themselves, but it's whatever. Show them love and compassion because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know who they are. They cannot accept themselves as who they are, and they are indoctrinated. So show love and compassion. Be friendly. Do not meet these types of people with violence. Show them love and acceptance, that they must accept who they are and not indoctrinate themselves into this confused fucking, what is it, the Z, you know, I hate that I'm part of fucking generation millennial, or as I'm an older millennial, I'm almost 40. I hate that I'm considered a millennial, but it's mostly Generation Z that is very confused about who they are. And it's because of this liberal bullshit. Now, investigate the bangle. Now I know what a bangle is, and a bangle is pretty much a wild cat that's been bred to be a house cat with have faith. Now, if you know what a bangle is pretty close to a wild animal. And most people that have a purebred bangle have to keep this type of cat constantly stimulated because it is bred out of a wild animal. It is not meant to be a house cat, so they need a lot of action. So you need to keep faith that those that are forced to be housebred will become what is in their nature. You have to have faith that whatever bullshit is going on in this world is going to fix itself, because those that are being forced to be house cats and trained and indoctrinated are going to break free of their cages. Have faith in that. I'm not a religious person. Fuck the Jesus shit. Sorry if that, offends you, but I don't believe in any of that. I'm a spiritual person. I don't believe in any religion. But you have to have faith and trust in your intuition and look up to the universe and your own intuition that those that are oppressed and forced into a cage, that have the instincts of a wild animal, are going to break free. Because there's a lot of oppression going on in this world right now, and a lot of people that are trying to indoctrinate our children. And if you're against the Florida law saying, oh, gay, 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 gay. No, the Florida law is against indoctrinating children K through 3rd grade. They do not need to be taught about this trans bullshit. I'm sorry, any trans person I knew, they didn't learn that until they were older and understood who they were. And even then, they tried to fit in. I only knew male to female trans people, but they tried to fit in as much as they could as a female. So, all this bullshit going on, have faith that the people indoctrinated are going to break away from this bullshit. Now, prepare. I have a pixie bob. Sorry, I don't know what that is. With inner child, but we have a playful kitty playing with his kitty tower. Like, hey bitch, I need to scratch. I need to do what my natural, instincts tell me. I need to shed my fucking, claws and sheaths and do what I gotta do. You gotta prepare for war with the inner child, because these people that are trying to indoctrinate our children into this bullshit, they're attacking the inner child. They're starting young, and they are abusing our children. And this is probably going to be another video that I'm going to have to delete because it's too much truth. But it is what it is. We have to stop indoctrinating children to fuck up their fucking belief system and because your brain isn't fully developed until you're 25. So how the fuck is a 3rd grader going to tell you what they are? That is what a parent is for. To guide a child in the right direction. So we need to stand up to this. I hate left and right bullshit, but it is mostly a leftist agenda right now, that they're indoctrinating our children to be very confused with who they are. So you need to prepare, because there's going to be a lot coming out very soon. And it's not going to be pretty. If you didn't see my last video, I deleted it pretty quickly, but there's going to be a lot going on. And right now, it's this fucking leftist bullshit indoctrinating children into thinking that there's no gender, that gender's fluid. I'm sorry, there is only male or female. If the few transsexuals that I have known, they have gone through years of psychological and hormonal, treatments, and then they went through the surgery, and then they were accepted as female, but still, they told their partners that, yes, I was born male. I cannot produce like a female. I was born a male. So we need to get out of this bullshit. Prepare, because a lot's going to be coming up. Alright? Love you guys. Bye.